Hello, my name is Dr. Gloria Eninaya, and on the occasion of International Women's Day 2026, I would like to share a brief reflection on why investing in female entrepreneurs strengthens the global economy. Across Africa, women are not waiting for permission to participate in the economy, they are already building it. From fintech founders in Lagos to pharmacists revolutionizing African healthcare, to edtech founders walking thousands of Africans towards financial independence, women are creating enterprises that sustain families, generate employment, and expand local markets while transforming society. According to the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, Africa has some of the highest rates of female entrepreneurial activity in the world. Yet paradoxically, women-led firms still receive significantly less investment capital and face persistent barriers to scaling. This raises an important question. If women are already participating at high rates, why are economic outcomes still unequal? My research seeks to answer this question by examining the capabilities that enable entrepreneurs to survive and grow in complex environments. This year's International Women's Day theme, Gift to Gain, captures a critical insight, which is that empowering women economically is not charity, it is one of the most powerful strategies for inclusive growth. Much of the existing literature on women's economic participation focuses on access to finance. Development programs frequently assume that if women entrepreneurs receive funding or become investment ready, their businesses will grow. While financial access matters, this focus can overlook a deeper challenge. Entrepreneurs in emerging markets often operate in environments characterized by regulatory uncertainty, weak institutions, and low trust. In such contexts, success depends not only on capital, but also on an entrepreneur's ability to adapt, mobilize networks, and sustain action over time. In my research, I describe this capability as change readiness, the capacity of entrepreneurs to navigate institutional complexity while building legitimacy and long term performance. This concept builds on the field of institutional entrepreneurship, which explores how entrepreneurs shape and transform the institutional environments around them. My forthcoming book, Institutional Entrepreneurship in African FinTech, examines how fintech firms across Africa build legitimacy in complex environments while driving financial inclusion. One of the most surprising findings from my research concerns the different pathways through which women led enterprises achieve growth. Across mixed samples of African SMEs, traditional investor readiness capabilities such as product development, market positioning, and managerial structure remain important predictors of performance. However, when the analysis focuses specifically on women led firms, a different pattern emerges. Capabilities related to change readiness, including strong customer orientation, collaborative team structures, and commitment to social impact, explain a larger share of variation in firm performance and employment growth. In other words, many female entrepreneurs build enterprises not primarily through capital accumulation, but through relational ecosystems. They cultivate trust with customers, mobilize community networks, and sustain long term commitment to stakeholders. These findings resonate with my earlier work on digital entrepreneurship platforms, which explored how Nigerian women entrepreneurs leverage digital ecosystems to build businesses despite structural barriers. Rather than lagging behind traditional venture capital models, women entrepreneurs may actually be pioneering more resilient forms of enterprise building. Looking ahead, we see several developments which offer reason for optimism. First, digital platforms are lowering barriers. Digital platforms are expanding access to markets, knowledge, and services for entrepreneurs. For women balancing family responsibilities and business leadership, these platforms create flexible pathways to scale enterprises without requiring large internal teams. Research on African platform economies suggests that these ecosystems can significantly expand economic participation for women entrepreneurs. Second, entrepreneurship support is shifting towards capability building. A second encouraging trend is the growing recognition that entrepreneurship development requires more than financial inclusion. Programs that strengthen leadership skills, adaptive capacity, and entrepreneurial psychology are increasingly demonstrating strong results. Research from organizations such as the Jamal Poverty Alleviation Center at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology has shown that psychology-based entrepreneurship training can significantly improve firm outcomes. These approaches align closely with the concept of change readiness. Finally, many women entrepreneurs are building businesses with a strong commitment to social impact. In my research, commitment to impact emerged as a powerful driver of employment growth among African women-led firms. This orientation may prove particularly important in emerging economies where SMEs play a central role in job creation. The popular phrase, the future is female, is often used rhetorically, but its realization depends on institutional change. If we continue to evaluate entrepreneurship only through the lens of capital attraction, we risk overlooking the capabilities that sustain enterprises in complex environments. But if we broaden our understanding of entrepreneurial readiness, recognizing adaptive capacity, relational leadership, and commitment to impact, we may discover that women entrepreneurs are not lagging behind the system. In many ways, they're actually building the future of it. And perhaps that is the deeper lesson of International Women's Day. When we invest in women's capabilities, we're not simply helping them gain ground, we're helping the entire economy move forward. This year's International Women's Day theme, Give to Gain, reflects a simple economic truth. When societies invest in women's capabilities through education, mentorship, and entrepreneurial ecosystems, the benefits extend far beyond individual businesses. Women reinvest more in families, education, and communities. Their enterprises generate employment, strengthen household stability, and expand opportunities for future generations. Supporting women entrepreneurs therefore creates multipliers of economic growth. When we give women the tools to succeed, entire economies gain. Thank you so much, and I do wish you a happy International Women's Day 2026.